I got a question for you, Wings. We were talking about it a little before. We might have talked about it before. I'm not sure. But it's something that always interests me. I run a drama channel, as you know. And I remember when some of your detractors started just like deleting their videos and like running away, right? And and just completely disappearing. And from like, I guess the drama guy's perspective, we want to know what was really going on. And the name that popped up during everybody heading for the hills was Josh Moon, Kiwi Farms guy. And I don't know if somebody showed me this or they told me this. I guess he was complaining about your detractors. Do you know anything about that, Wings?
Yes, I do. See, here's the thing, right? 2018, 2019, I was getting into my lolcowdom, right? Like I was having meltdowns on stream. I needed to be medicated. I wasn't medicated. I was in a very dark place in my life. So what happened was I kind of got this whole like beehive of like detractors that came around me, and they were on the spectrum, would you say? But Josh Moon came to do a story about me. He wanted to do a story about me on his podcast. So he went to the Discords my detractors had set up for themselves. And he discovered that the people that followed me were worse than I ever could be.
Of course.
They went in there.
Of course.
They went in there. They called him the N-word. They were spazzy. They were doing like the dog whimper, like I'm only going to talk, and it's only going to be civilized if it's. I'm getting the fucking surgery, dude. I'm getting it.
Okay, buddy. Yep. All right. I'm sure.
Okay.
You're Liquid Richard.
You can go. All right. I'm out.
I'm looking here. I'm looking. Listen. All right.
I let me talk. Mute them. I love Boogie to death. I love Boogie to death, and you're Boogie. You're one of my inspirations. You know, that's one of their favorite things to do when I'm around is their little dog whimper. And he was, and you know, Josh Moon is an interesting guy. Instead of being like upset about it, he was like intrigued. Like, how are these people so much worse than the lolcow? So like he made his next like podcast strictly on what he's seen in the Discords. And what happened was the people of Kiwi Farms took that and started doxing the troll channels and the people that were in the Discord at that time.
Oh boy! So that's why they all ran for the hills.
And a lot of them ran for the hills. A lot of them hooked up shot. I remember there was a guy called Lord of the Wings. He had.
I remember that name. Yeah.
Yeah, Lord of the Wings. Like he went and he was like this black guy that was like 280 pounds. And he would make side money rapping for like car lots and like banks and stuff like that in his local hometown. And like they would like show that off. And like I ended up talking to Josh like privately, and like he basically advised me like you should go out here and try to get these channels to pay you for using your content. I'm like, yeah, I probably should. And like the trolls had issues with that, but like someone paid me. Like Liquid Richard paid me. I think Mooney paid me. Lummox paid me for a while.
Yeah.
I think that's the three that paid me. But some of them left, like X Bottles left, or the Wings left, Wings Teams V1 and V2 left. Well, V2 died.
Oh, really? One of your
died?
died?
Yeah, he died.
What happened?
He got. I think he was into drugs.
Overweight?
No.
Oh.
Into drugs. He died.
Oh, into drugs?
Yeah, and Wing Teams V3's in prison.
Wow.
Oh, what is he in prison for?
Swatting me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this story I think I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, this is. Well, you know what the craziest thing I did here, Boogie, is I don't know if somebody showed me a screenshot because like I have when I did news, I did like drama news for a while. I don't do it anymore now. It's just a pain in the ass. I'm sick of being a T-crosser, I daughter, and now I just joke around about everything. And I don't know if it was a screenshot or somebody told me a story. I can't remember which, but I guess some of your detractors were in some kind of Discord chat room with Josh or some kind of chat room. And the story goes like this. They were kind of like being aggressive towards Josh, and he pulled like the most baller move of all time. The story I heard is they were kind of, hey, maybe we'll find out where you live. Maybe you'll get swatted. And he responded with his address. Come bring it, bitch.
As you do.
And that I heard is what sent everybody to the hills after he did that. I don't know if that story's true. It's kind of a legend in kind of the Shop from the Point newsroom, but I always thought that was like the funniest thing I ever heard. He's like, oh yeah, you want my ad? Here it is. I think I hates my guts. I don't know why, but I still think that's a bull.
He doesn't hate you as much as he hates Keemstar. Like, I've talked to him about being on the show, and
Oh, really? I'd love to have him on.
and like he actually likes you, but he hates
Yeah.
Keemstar. Like, I even tried to reassure him, like, yo, Keemstar's not going to be there. It's going to be me, Tommy, and Boogie. It's a little private setting. He's like, no, you fat retard. Keemstar runs the show. I don't want nothing to do with Keemstar. You know, because he's not particular with how he uses words. He's not very socially inept.
Yeah.
No, he is socially inept, is what you're saying. No, I love to do it. I have a million questions for him, and funny stories. Yeah, I think Josh takes himself a bit seriously. He's doing this he's got reasons for doing this. I'm just doing this for ha-ha.
Yeah, I saw an interview a long time ago with Josh, and I could be misremembering this. You guys know how stupid I am. So, Josh, don't sue me. But I think I remember hearing about an interview or reading an interview where Josh said, like, you know, we kind of keep track of everything everyone says online, right? And the people that are just kind of goofballs now, as long as we're tracking this stuff, one day those people are going to run for office. One day those people are going to be important, and we're going to have an archive of every fucked up thing they've ever said and done, and we'll be able to like influence the world. And I don't know if that was Josh's aim or if he was just like waxing philosophical there or whatever. But he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Good.
Everything, like the 20-year-old kids that are posting stupid shit today are going to be the politicians of tomorrow, 20 years from now. So you be careful with what you post online, you idiots. And just because you think you're hiding behind an anime profile and it's anonymous, Wings has proven that ain't true. Your ass can go to jail with that anime profile still showing.
So Josh is doing the whole world a favor, I guess. And you know what? Be honest with you, all three of us don't belong anywhere near power. So
Oh, no, absolutely not. Yeah.